how do we stop the fighting? The first part of that is, how you stop the fighting is you really want to stop the fighting. Most of us, have been in a relationship for a while and we spend so much time fighting, we think that's the way relationships are. That's not the way relationships are. You can have anything you want in a relationship depending on your attitude and your willingness to find a better way. So typically in the fighting, what's happening deep down inside is we're playing win-lose. So the whole thing about playing win-lose started for most of us at a very young age. And basically every heartbreak we suffered, every feeling of hurt, every feeling of betrayal, and all those, rejection and stuff like that, all that set up, when it's not resolved, all that sets up our win-lose patterns, which is what our heartbreaks do. And when we have this win-lose thing, it's like we always want to win over our partner. And of course, once again, a lot of this stuff is not conscious. Consciously, of course, we love them and want them to do well and embrace them and everything's great. But underneath, there's a part of us that goes, yeah, but I'm the better one, I'm going to win. And so we start this dynamic of doing what we need to do and manipulate or control or something like that to try and get into I win. And of course, that automatically makes your partner the loser. And of course, you want to win because you don't want to be the loser. And they don't want to be the loser either. So now we have a fight. And, these fights can get, classical, almost, some of them even, biblical, that they just can take on such extraordinary proportions. And you can't imagine how many stories I've heard of things like this, and when people have no awareness around how much they play win-lose. And even the other day I just heard about somebody who'd sort of moved on and he'd left the marriage and they divorced and the wife had custody of the children and he'd gone off and he was now living a life with a new partner and suddenly his ex-wife showed up on the doorstep and basically dumped the kids on him and just said, no, you got to take care of these kids from now on. I'm out of here. Either you take care of them or I put them in care. Well, of course he took the kids. And then the question was, well, why would someone do that? And you go, well, the answer's quite easy. At some level, she felt like she'd lost. And it was so imperative for her to win. So how did she win? Well, she used the children. I went and dumped them on him and said, okay, now I win, now I get what I want, and I have that freedom, and I have what I want in my life. And you've got to go and take care of the kids and have that burden. So you're going to lose and I'm going to win. Now, of course, all this stuff is, fodder for lawyers, when we go to the divorce courts, because here they are and you get your best lawyer and they get their best lawyer. Everyone's out there playing win-lose, who's going to win and who's going to pay the most money. And it's a terrible game. Because even if you do win, they're your partner, even if you've separated from your wife or your husband and you have children, you're still in that partnership for the rest of your life. And why would you want to win over them? Is it so important that we always win? And the answer to that is actually for a lot of people, yes. Winning is everything from them. And of course, winning sets up losing. Win-lose sets up fighting. So if you want a life of conflict, and go for the winning. If you want to get to a place of equality, of working together, of friendship, of partnership, of bonded family, then you can't play win-lose, because that's not going to work.